Born into the shadows of the Underdark, Killian was expected to embrace a world of cruelty and deceit. But even in the darkness, he saw the injustice around him. Orphaned and on the run, Killian escaped to the surface, only to find the same corruption lurking in the light. In the temple of a forgotten god, Killian found his purpose, to be a blade in the dark. By night, he becomes the vigilante, a judge and executioner, delivering swift justice to the wicked. His true identity hidden. By day, he walks among them as Kelon Veyrath, a quiet scribe, but his eyes see everything. In a world where the line between darkness and light fades, Killion walks the fine edge, to bring justice to those who believe themselves untouchable. Killion, the Shadow of Alnor.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. It is I, Dave, the Tabletop Wanderer, and today you might be thinking, what are we going to do? Well, you're probably not thinking, you already know what we're going to be doing. We are going to start off with my new adventure, which will be called the Shadow of Alnor. If you haven't seen character creation, where we created up this little fella here, who is Killian Silverwood. Okay, we have all his stuff here, his stats, his abilities, his profession abilities, his equipment, and I actually, at the end of the last video of the character creation, I said I might give him a sort of a utility belt sort of thing, a Batman sort of thing, but he has a utility pouch, okay? And in that utility pouch, he has a retractable grappling hook, because of course he needs that, some smoke pellets, he's got some lockpicks, he's got some blinding powder, which he can just throw at the enemies and blind them. He has a glass cutter disc so he can cut glass. He's got some flash darts that he can use on his crossbow. He's got an oil slick vial, the name says it all, and he's got a magnesium flare stick which he can just open up and it's like a flare. What we will be using in this game, we're going to mix up a bunch of stuff. I do have Moses's Solo RPG GME from Wilona's cave. We're going to be using that to randomize our stuff. Sorry about that. We are going to be using Magehammers, Delves and Dangers, the definitive edition, of course, because you know, I've already praised this game a lot, so you know. And we're going to mix it up with some Daring and Dangers, which is also from Magehammer. And also, we are going to be using this Fantasy Solo Roleplaying Framework from Solospelunkings. At the time, I tried to find a link for this, but apparently it wasn't on Drive-Thru RPG anymore, but Solospelunkings was kind enough to provide me a link for this for the Google Doc, which is in the character creation video description. So if you want to get this to help you out with your solo role-playing games, you know, just go down to the link and get it. So without further ado, I haven't had time, and I'm not going to have much time to print out some more minis and stuff like that, so I will be using this fella here for the time being. He is an elf archer sort of thing, but we'll use this for Killian. And Killian is right here. I have this little sheet here which I will have to try and iron it out. My cat just came in, and I'll be using the back of this just to write down some notes, jot down some stuff. Apart from that, we need a lot of dice. Yeah, so let me pick up my dice for Killian. And Killian, because he is our main protagonist, well, I'll just use these blue dice for him. We'll just use these for the enemy when we do get an enemy. But today, right now, I want to introduce you all to Killian. You've probably already seen the introduction video that I made of Killian, so he is Killian Silverwood, the Vigilante. He is the Shadow of Alnor. by night. By day, he is a scribe. He works in a scribe in a office sort of thing, archive. That's the word I was looking for, archive. And he gets privileged. He is privileged to a lot of information that otherwise doesn't get out to the public. And because he was orphaned by some black elves, some dark elves who murdered his family, he vowed a secret to the goddess in that temple to right the wrongs. And it is a bit weird for a drow who's, basically evil, to flip the script, so to speak. And that is what Killian is doing right now with his life. By day, he's working in his office, jotting down everything, and by night he can pick up that information and just go straight after the baddies, the meanies. Are we the baddies? And we pick up our adventure with Killian on a rooftop. He is sitting on a rooftop on one of the buildings in Alnor. The night is dark. The moon has been hidden by the clouds. A soft mist is rolling over from the harbour into the city, and it travels through the city streets. And while he's up on top of this building, he's surveying, he's looking around, and he jumps from one roof to another, to another, to another, looking for something. And he's looking for something. And he stops at one of these higher buildings. He's on top of this building, the rooftop, and he hears a cry, "Help! Help!" A female cry, and he starts jumping from one roof to the other, to the other, to the other, until he gets to this little alleyway. And I'll do this really quick. So we got one building here and another building here. Killian is jumping, and he lands on this roof here. And what does he see down below? Okay, give me a sec. I'm going to be using meeples. I know it's not the best thing in the world, but it is what I have on hand. Because like I said, I haven't had much time to print out anything, work and all that stuff. If you've checked out my Facebook, you can see what I mean there. Okay, so I'll be using some meeples. And right now, Killian can see that there's this woman here, and I just want to see if that is on camera. Okay. There's a woman there, and she is being attacked by 3 goons. So, Killian, you know what? We know that's Killian. I'll just use a blue meeple for Killian. Okay? Killian is the blue meeple. And Killian is here, and he just jumps down, and the 3 goons, they hear, and he, boom, lands right in front of them. And he turns to them and says, "Be gone. These streets are mine." Okay, now let's see what the goons do. I'm going to get Solo RPG GME, and I'm going to go to the Oracle, and I'm going to ask it, do the goons recognize him? Do they know that Killian is the Shadow? So let's roll on that. 5. No, they do not. Nice. So they don't know that Killian is the Shadow. Okay. And this guy moves up and the first one goes to him and says, "What are you supposed to be?" Killian looks at him through his mask. "Your worst nightmare." And we're going to do initiative. That's them. This is us. Killian has the agility of 3, so let's see if we can get successes. We need 2 successes to go before them, so anything 3 or above is a success, and we get 2 successes, so we do go before the enemy. So now Killian, he is going to attack. He has a crossbow, a hand crossbow, a sickle, and he's got his utility pouch. So I'll just say that he'll use his sickle for now on this first one. Okay. So his sickle is 1. He has proficiency for hand weapon, so that's another. And what else? Since they don't know who he is, I'll say that they're surprised. So he'll use his opportunist attack, and that'll give him another 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's roll. So the sickle on the first dude, he's got 1, 2, 3 successes with 1 exploding die. And that's 3 successes. So that's 3 hits. But we need to figure out how much these guys have. So I'll go in, let's check daring and dangers first, see what sort of enemies Magehammer has cooked up in here. Gargle, Google, automaton, criminal thugs. Okay, so he's got criminal thugs here. That is perfect for what we want. I'm going to grab this right here, and I still have my things here from Demon Slayer, so forget about that. That doesn't exist. We'll do thugs here, and we got thug 1, thug 2, and thug 3, and they have how much hit points did I say? They got strength of 3, mind attack, 4 pistols, 8 move 30, agility, mind, strength of 3. Doesn't say anything about stamina. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So each of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Each of them have 8 stamina. 5, 6, 7, 8. And Thug 1 has taken, how much armor does he have? So criminal thugs attack, no armor. So no armor. So he takes 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now, seeing this, the criminals, like the other two behind, going, what happened? What's going on? And the first one, he picks up his stuff and he's going to go, what are you doing? Get out of here, freak. Sorry. And he's going to roll 4 dice for attack on Killian for his attack with a club. And he's got 2 hit. Killian has 12 stamina, but he also has an armor of 1, so that will be only 1 hit. You know what? I'm going to put Killian up here. And Killian has 12 stamina. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So he did 2. Killian has an armor of 1, so that is 1 stamina down. This guy still has these here. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, Criminal 2, he can't do anything, but let's say, well, he can't do anything because it is a narrow alleyway, so he can't get to Killian, and he can't use his crossbow or his bow because he can probably hit. You know what? Let's do this. He can use his crossbow. Okay, let's say he's got a crossbow. On Deals and Dangers, Daring and Dangers, the criminal thugs have pistols, but we will say that they have a light crossbow because on Daring and Dangers, the bandits have light crossbows. So we can use light crossbows. They have a 4 dice roll. We'll say that any ones that he rolls, this guy, anyone that he rolls will hit his companion in the front. Okay? And his successes will hit Killian. So he's got 3 successes, and so he does have more successes than fails, so he does get the hit. So Killian will take another 2 damage. This guy here we'll do the same. We'll do the same crossbow, and let's see. So he's got 2 successes and 2 misses. We'll say, because it is a tie, nothing happened. So he didn't hit any of them. He didn't hit Killian, and he didn't hit his companions. Let's roll for initiative again. So 3 agility, and we get 2, so we go before the bandits. I'm just going to put these dice over here to make it easier for me. So Killian walks up to this guy again. He goes, "You think you can stop me? You have no idea what you're messing with." So we'll do sickle again and opportunist, and because he's proficient, we'll give him, yeah, he's proficient with any one-handed weapon. So let's see on number 1 again. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 exploding die, 5. That will take him out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this guy goes, "Ugh, ugh," and just falls to the ground, blood like flowing from his open gut as Killian just grabs the sickle. Yes. Now, do these guys, seeing their companion fall, do they stay? Is there anything here for morale? Let's see. Anything here for morale? Yes, no oracles. Random events, secret discovery. No, it doesn't look like there's anything here for morale. But we'll just say that we'll roll a 1d6. If they get a 1 or a 2, they run. They get a 3 or 4, they stay and fight until the next turn. If they get a 5 or a 6, they fight till the death. Okay, so thug number 1, thug number 2, because 1 is dead. Thug number 2 just bails. He just runs off. He goes, "I'm out of here. I'm not gonna deal with this," and he just runs. And thug number 3, he stays and fights. So thug number 2 is down, is gone. Thug number 3 stays and fight. And now it is his turn. And seeing his companion down, he just runs up to him. You're gonna pay for this, you freak! And he's gonna hit him with his fists. Criminal thugs, pistols like this. We'll do 4 die. All the same. Oh, that's a big hit. So he's got 3 successes. This was a 6. And 1 exploding die. That is another 3 hits, but Killian does have armor of 1, so that'll be only 2. And Killian, just as the guy comes in, he goes bang, bang. Killian goes, Choom. You should have ran with your friend. And he grabs his sickle, which is 1 die, 3 for for surprised. Well, they're not surprised anymore, right? He's not surprised anymore. But we'll say he does have 1 to perception, 1 for hand melee weapons, one-handed melee weapons, that's what I mean. So that'll be, so sickles 1, hand weapon 1, and proficiency 1, 3 die. And he hits him with 2. So this guy ran away and this guy got hit with 2. And the thug turns to him. Let's see what the thug says. 1, 2, he runs. 3, 4, he stays and fights. 5, 6, he fights till the death. And he runs. And the thug gets hit by the sickle, says, damn it, you pay for this. You'll pay for this. Trust me. And he runs away. Killian turns to the woman and she's looking up at him, frightened. Please, mister, please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. And Killian says, I'm not gonna hurt you. Are you okay? Yes, please. And she's looking at the thug that's lying right behind Killian, eyes open, dead, blood running down his throat, his mouth coming out of his mouth. The ground, the cobblestone's full of blood now. And out in the distance, Killian can hear whistles, beep, 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 beep. The guards are coming. And he looks at her and says, you're fine now. Grabs one of his smoke pellets, throws it to the ground. And as the smoke dissipates, she stays there and there's nothing there. Killian is no more. He's out of there like a shadow. Okay, peeps, that's our first episode. I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm going to get right back into this because I really do want this to go on. We will be using a lot of this stuff, okay? So I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was a short video, but I will be back with some more later on. Have a great one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for all of those that have commented. Thank you for all of those that have subscribed. We're nearly at 250. I know I said I wanted to get to 500 subscribers until the end of the year, but it's not going to be easy because I've got the month of December, well, November and December is a lot of work for us where I work at. So I won't be having much time to like in December. I probably won't have any time at all to record, but I will try and do something. Okay, so thank you again. Don't forget to like, comment, this. I've already said it. Do the YouTube stuff, and I'll see you all on the next one. Have a great one. Bye bye.